Coming up on the British TV Watchlist.
The theft of cultural heritage is devastating. We lose the historical and cultural information they carry.
From cosy mysteries to intense police procedurals, we talk about the characters, performances, series, and episodes from your favourite British TV shows.
Hello there, it's Michael T. Once again, welcome back to the British TV Watchlist podcast. Today we're talking about a show that's been kind of quietly winning over audiences who love a good mystery with a little bit of sophistication. It's called Art Detectives. Now, if you haven't heard of this one yet, don't worry, you're not alone. This isn't one of those shows that's like plastered all over your streaming recommendations, but it's exactly the kind of gem we love to dig up here on the British TV Watchlist. Smart, stylish, and refreshingly different from your typical crime procedural. Art Detectives stars Stephen Moyer and Nina Singh as two specialists who investigate crimes involving stolen art and cultural heritage. Think less chase scene through dark alleys and more examining a Renaissance painting under magnification to spot a forgery. Kind of like that. It's a show that trusts its audience to enjoy watching intelligent people solve complex puzzles. Let me give you the basic setup. Moyer plays D.I. Mick Palmer. He's a detective with the Metropolitan Police's Heritage Crime Unit. Singh plays his partner, D.C. Shazia Malik. Together, they tackle cases involving everything from stolen old masters to looted antiquities to high-end art fraud.
My name is Detective Inspector Palmer from the Heritage Crime Unit.
The Heritage what?
Heritage Crime. This is PC Malik.
Where are the proper police?
And you are?
Brendan Kennedy, estate manager.
A proper one, presumably.
Each episode typically centers on one case. A painting goes missing from a private collection. A museum discovers one of its prize pieces might be a fake. An ancient artifact surfaces on the black market. You get the idea. What makes the show work is the partnership at its core. Palmer brings the experience and investigative instincts. Malik brings sharp intelligence and fresh perspective. And the two of them have this natural, easy chemistry that allows us to see the partnership develop. There's no romantic subplot getting in the way, no forced tension, just two professionals who respect each other and genuinely enjoy working together. It's kind of refreshing. Now let's talk about our leads for a minute. Stephen Moyer will look familiar. He spent 7 seasons as vampire Bill Compton on HBO's True Blood. That show made him a household name, especially in the US. But Moyer's been working steadily in British television for decades. He's done everything from Casualty to Waking the Dead to The Starter Wife. What's interesting about seeing him in Art Detectives is how different this role is. Bill Compton was brooding and intense. D.I. Mick Palmer is thoughtful, methodical, and charming in a very understated way. Nina Singh might be less familiar to you, but she's been building a solid career in British television and film. She's appeared in shows like Holby City and Silent Witness. She's got this quiet authority on screen. D.C. Malik could easily have been written as the junior partner who's just there to ask questions, but Singh plays her with intelligence and confidence. She feels like a real person, not just a sidekick. So what's the appeal here? Why are people responding to the show? I think part of it is the setting. The art world is inherently fascinating. There's money, history, and the beauty of art. And there's also deception, forgery, theft, and surprisingly high stakes. Art Detectives gives us access to auction houses, private galleries, museum storage facilities, and the homes of wealthy collectors. It's a world most of us will never see up close. But it's also the tone. This is the cozy mystery in the best sense of that term. It's not there to shock you with graphic violence. It's not wallowing in darkness and despair. It's giving you a puzzle to solve alongside characters you enjoy spending time with. Viewers have praised the show for treating them like grown-ups. The cases require you to pay attention. The dialogue doesn't spell everything out for you. The art world itself is a mystery to most of us. We might know what we like, but we need to be taught why a piece of art is so special. And the show assumes you're interested in learning about art appreciation, history, and authentication techniques. One viewer described it as, quote, the perfect Sunday evening watch. Another said it reminded them of the classic British mysteries they grew up with. There's a gentleness to the pacing that lets you settle in and enjoy the ride. That said, let me tell you a bit about what these characters are actually dealing with. Because art crime isn't just a clever premise for a TV show. It's a massive real-world problem. Hey, let me ask you a question. Who wants cozy? Everyone loves cozy and warm and comfortable, right? Nothing better than CozyEarth.com. You'll find bedding, bath, and more. And because you listen to the British TV Watchlist, and you can get an incredible 21% off your purchase right now, and you'll see lower prices on the CozyEarth.com website. And you'll help support this podcast because we do get a commission. Just apply our promo code BTVW1. That's BTVW1 when you check out at CozyEarth.com. According to the FBI, art theft is a multi-billion-dollar criminal enterprise. We're talking somewhere between $4 and $6 billion annually worldwide. That puts it right up there with drug trafficking and arms dealing in terms of illegal trade. Let me say that again. Art crime is one of the highest grossing criminal enterprises on the planet. Have you ever heard of the Art Loss Register? It's the world's largest private database of stolen art. It has over 700,000 items listed. That's paintings, sculptures, antiquities, rare books, decorative objects, all stolen, all missing. And those are just the thefts that were reported. Here in the real world, the UK does have an actual art and antiques unit within the Metropolitan Police. It was established back in 1969, making it one of the oldest specialized art crime units in the world. They investigate theft, fraud, and forgery involving cultural property. Art and antiques theft is huge, but that unit is tiny. We're talking just a handful of officers trying to tackle a problem that spans the entire country. They work with museums, auction houses, galleries, and international law enforcement, but they're constantly outmatched by the scale of the problem. The Carabinieri in Italy have a dedicated art squad with about 300 officers. The FBI has its art crime team. Interpol maintains a stolen works of art database. But even with all these resources, the recovery rate for stolen art is shockingly low. Most experts estimate that only about 10% of stolen art is ever recovered. Think about that. 90% just vanishes into private collections, gets sold on the black market, or sits in a warehouse somewhere waiting for the heat to die down. And we're not just talking about paintings snatched from museums and dramatic heists, though those do happen. We're talking about archaeological sites being looted, religious artifacts stolen from churches, family heirlooms taken in burglaries, items grabbed during wars and conflicts. The theft of cultural heritage is devastating. We lose the historical and cultural information they carry. An ancient vase sitting in some wealthy collector's private vault isn't just stolen property, it's stolen history. Art Detectives actually does a nice job of highlighting this aspect. The show doesn't just focus on the monetary value of what's been stolen. It explores what these objects mean, why they matter, who they belong to. There's an intelligence to the writing that respects both the subject matter and the audience.
He found something in here that he was excited about. Something that might be worth silencing him for.
The show also captures something true about how these investigations actually work. Real art crime investigators spend a lot of time doing research, examining provenance records, studying authentication techniques, building relationships with experts. It's painstaking, detailed work, and it requires a special kind of expertise and persistence. What viewers are responding to most positively is that cozy, intelligent atmosphere. This is a show that you can watch and actually relax. The mysteries are engaging without being stressful. The characters are likable without being saccharine. And you might actually learn something about art history while you're being entertained. People have also praised the production values. The show looks beautiful. The art itself is filmed with care and attention. The locations feel authentic. There's a richness to the visual storytelling that makes sense for a show about visual art. And the performances are uniformly strong. Moyer and Singh are the anchors, but the supporting cast and guest stars all bring their A-game. Art Detectives is a well-crafted, intelligent, cozy mystery series that happens to be set in the art world. The themes the show explores are genuinely interesting. Questions about authenticity and value, about who has the right to own cultural artifacts, about the difference between appreciation and appropriation. These aren't simple issues, and the show doesn't pretend they are. For me personally, I love the cozy mood. There's something deeply satisfying about settling in with a show that's not trying to assault your senses or manipulate your emotions. It's just telling good stories with characters who feel like people you'd want to know. Moyer and Singh are believable. I enjoy watching them carve out their professional relationship. So if you're in the mood for something a little different from the usual crime drama fare, give Art Detectives a try. It's smart without being pretentious, it's warm without being sappy, and it's a genuinely enjoyable way to spend an hour. Plus, you might come away with a new appreciation for just how complicated and fascinating the world of art crime really is. Hey, before we go, I want to say hello to our listeners in Knoxville, Tennessee, Stamford, Connecticut, and Copenhagen, Denmark. Let me know in the comments where you are. We'd love to give you a shout out. And if you would like to support this podcast, check out our Patreon site. Supporters get exclusive Zoom-in bios every week where we focus in on one amazing British actor or entertainer. You can also support us by shopping at CozyEarth.com and use our promo code BTVW1 to get a 21% discount on your bedding, bath, and home goods. And you'll find new, lower pricing there at CozyEarth.com. And that's it for now. Thanks for listening to the British TV Watchlist. Until next time, cheers!
The British TV Watchlist is written and produced by Michael T. in Honolulu, Hawaii. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. All rights reserved. Copyright 2026. Michael T. Media.